Hey everybody, it's Kurt. Wanted to do a tutorial for everybody as we get closer to our merge launch later this evening. This is going to take a little bit of time because I've got a couple different audiences I'm speaking to. And so get yourself a beverage. If you need a bathroom break, do that. I'll try to get through this as fast as I can, but there's kind of a lot of information. So let's dig in. So I'm going to log into the new version 2 of Farmers, and I'm going to talk about UI updates that people that are already in Farmers will recognize have changed, and then also talking to BLR people who are coming over to Farmers who haven't been in the protocol, this version of the protocol before. So, like I said, several different types of people to talk to. So let's go ahead and just start up at the top in the nav bar. The first and main thing that you're going to see is this BLR run credit number. Now, what this is for the BLR people who are merging over. And what this represents is the full face value of all the runs that you currently have active in BLR. So, and it's a one-to-one. So, dollar for run credit. So in this case, this account has 2,954 coming over into Farmers. And by the way, this number will include the new 2% bonus that we announced the other day. So that's what you'll be seeing when you log on for the first time. For Farmers people that are not a part of that, you won't see this at all since you don't have any. So that's what that is. I'll get into more of the functionality as we go through it, but that's where you want to look first for the people coming in, excuse me, from BLR. The next thing is the seeds icon, which BLR people might not know what that is, since if they haven't been in Farmers as well. And seeds is basically just the in-game currency. It is stable, means one seed equals one USDC. And same thing, by the way, with the run credits. It equals one USDC equals one seed. They all equal one. So this is the in-game currency called seeds. So what you do is you make a deposit, and then we approve it on the backside, and you get a one-for-one seeds for the USDC that you put into the program. Different than bootleggers, you can first of all, it's USDC and not Tether. Also, there's three chains that you can choose from. You can do BSC, you can do ARB, or you can do Base, which we didn't have over on BLR. So you make those deposits, we approve it, and then you get your seed balance increased, and then that's what you use to buy farms and land and supplies and all of that. Okay, moving on. This icon here is for crop enhancers, which is the exact same thing as bribes in BLR. So you know what that does. There's also a thing called insurance for your farm, which is functionally the same as trucks, as reliable trucks in BLR, except the only difference is in this version of the protocol, once you apply the insurance to the farm, it just stays there for the life of the farm, so you don't have to keep re-adding it after every rollover. And I have not transferred that stuff over yet. I still am going to, after we get this part all done and running, then I will merge over BLR's bribes and trucks and give credit in these two things, but that's not going to happen today. Okay, so a little UI change here. We're trying to save some space up here. So I've just put all the different things that you can buy in a drop down now. So you can sort of navigate through the page this way. Just a small thing, but keeps this a little bit more manageable. My land is the same as territories in BLR, and we'll look at that in a little bit. And then supplies, tutorials. BLR didn't have a tutorial page. It was on the home page. So that has some videos that are not updated for this, by the way. So we may need to do that at some point. Okay, so that covers the nav bar. So let's move into the various areas of the protocols. Let's start with active items. The first thing that everybody will notice is that these images are smaller. Now, they were just too big for what they were doing. It's taking up too much real estate. So I think these look better anyway. So we've made these smaller so you can get more on the screen before you have to scroll. Once you do have enough to scroll, the scroller will appear here. with the dots like it always has. So that's just a UI change. And then moving down, you'll see that the actual table area for active farms pretty much looks the same. One note, we used to have the history, either harvest history or run history up here in the nav bar. We've moved it down here, again, just to clean up the nav bar area. So this should look familiar to everybody. It's just different nomenclature. And so it operates the exact same way. However, even though it looks the same and operates the same, it's completely different. I rebuilt this from the ground up because we were having some problems too frequently reported for me where the table would break, particularly if you had a lot of runs or a lot of farms. And so I went through and redid this. I think it solved all of the problems, but we'll find out. You'll certainly let me know if it breaks again. But anyway, so we have that identical to what we were doing before. Okay, so buying seeds. Something different here for people who are used to buying seeds, and then also go through this just for people who aren't. So again, seeds for the BLR people, seeds are the in-game currency. And so basically you just send USDC on one of the three chains to this wallet address, which is the farmer's treasury. And it's a 1-for-1 again. So if you want to do that first, you want to send that in. So let's say you're going to send 1,000 USDC in to get 1,000 seeds. So basically you just do that first and then go ahead and put in 1,000 here. Now, you'll notice the people that are in Farmers that there's no longer the need to put in a transaction ID. We've taken that out. So all you need to do is actually do the transaction first and then come in and fill out the form. If you don't do the transaction first, we won't be able to find it and it'll get denied, but we don't need that ID itself anymore. So basically you just put this in and then you would submit the seeds order. You got to select the chain if it's not on BSC and then just select order. And then that part of it works the same, meaning that either Chris or myself have to verify the transaction and approve it before you actually get the seeds credited to your account. So that's how that's working. All right, so buying a farm. This is a little different too. Everybody that's currently in Farmers is used to the top line where you buy farms with seeds. But now, because we have this new run credit, you can also buy farms with these BLR run credits. And again, it works just like seeds because it's 1-to-1. So it's just for the people that are coming over and from BLR, they may not have any or very few seeds. So they can just use this if they want to buy their farms. But functionally, it works exactly the same. And you'll notice too that it's smart enough to know that whether or not you have enough funds. So you'll see like here, an enterprise farm is 1,000, which we do not have enough seeds for that, but we do have enough run credits to buy it that way. So this is grayed out and this is active. So it will go through each one of these and let you know visually what you can buy with your current balances. So that pretty much works straight ahead. So what we'll do, I'll just buy one real quick. Just to show people that aren't used to this. So let's say we wanted a family farm and we're going to go ahead and pay for it with run credits. So I just click that button and then that will populate this down here, which shows me all of the lands or farms that are available by land. So we can come in here and see this pull down and we can basically just pick a land that we want to farm in. And so I'll just pick something at random and then just go, and you may have your own lands that you want to farm to earn those extra rewards. So, but anyway, we go ahead and do that. And then it gives us a little notice that we're spending the RC and we go through, you'll notice that the RC amount reduced. And now we have this new farm sitting here and it's operational. It's also down here. And so it all works great. So basically, it's identical to paying with seeds, but you're just paying with run credits. One thing about run credits, too, that I didn't mention up at the top is the 0.4% interest on run credits if you leave them in your account. So we're trying to encourage people not to just hold on to them forever, but to spread it out a little bit, because if everybody goes and apes in and buys all their farms tonight or tomorrow, then everybody is going to get paid out at the same time. Not that that's a problem, but it's just kind of nicer for us on the backside to not have it more spread out. So anyway, you do what you need to do and do what you want to do. But as long as you have a balance in there, every day you'll get zero point 0.4 on that balance. So, but you can compound it daily by logging in every day. But it always is giving you that zero point 0.4 on whatever the current balance is. So if you use some credits to buy a farm, let's say, and it goes down, then the next time you're getting your interest, it will be based on the new lower amount because you spent some of it. So, and then with the compounding, you have to, well, you don't have to. If you don't log in every day, you'll still get your interest for the days that you are away. That just won't be compounded daily. You have to log in once a day to get it to compound daily. So anyway, that's that. Let me go back. Where were we? We did a farm. So okay, let's get into the land. So buying lands. Here again, you can purchase land with either seeds or BLR run credits. And in fact, this is the area where the special promotion is going on, where we are sold out of the enterprise land. However, we've got this promotion going that everybody that has access to run credits can buy up to 2 of them, but only with run credits. You can't use seeds for this. So why are we doing that? Well, it encourages people that want to get these lands that have been in farms before. We give them a way to do that, and that's through a new thing called the marketplace. I'm going to do a separate video a little later to show you how the marketplace works. But the bottom line is that some some players coming in from BLR may want to sell some of their runs, which is really selling the run credit. So you can go up there and you can buy runs from BLR people and get run credits so that you can ultimately come in here and buy another enterprise land using run credits. So I'll go into that a little bit more when we do the marketplace tutorial. But anyway, suffice it to say that you will come in any of these. So the large family and retirement ones, you can pay with either currency. So if I click on a family, I want to get a family land, it will just pop up this pop up and say, how do you want to pay for it? BLR run credits or seats. You just pick, and that's what it will charge you. But an enterprise, if you don't have any run credits, it will say sold out here, not 2 available. If you do have some, then it's going to give you up to 2 that you can purchase. So again, there's no seed purchasing here. So if I hit, buy enterprise, it's just going to sell it to me. And you'll see that my seed balance went down, or my run credit balance went down 500 because I had enough. So and then if I come back down and look at this, it'll stop giving it to you once you've hit 2. This should say 1 available. I'll fix that. But so each person can only get 2 of these, and then it'll go back to the sold out status. So hopefully that is understandable. Now, down here is the supplies. This is the crop enhancers and insurance that I mentioned earlier to other people. This hasn't changed at all. And that's pretty much it. Oh, let me go over to land. The land works the same. Remember, we just bought this enterprise land, so it's over here now. Same format with smaller icons, and same thing as over in both protocols. You can come in here and click this to give it a custom name, and it tracks the number of available farms you have and how many are active, and then you can drill into those when you have active farms on it. So that is the main portion of the version 2 upgrade for today. I'm still working through a little bit of testing. Please know that with these things, there's always some issue somewhere somehow. So please bear with me with that. I think it's pretty solid at this point. But always remember that if there's a bug or something that needs to be corrected. This never affects the crypto you have because we aren't running on smart contracts. And so all of the crypto is in separate treasury wallets that Chris controls. This is basically just a fancy, fun way to account for what you're farming with us. So don't ever worry if something goes wrong in the interface that it's caused some problem or there's been any loss of funds or anything like that. It's just simply an interface. Again, I will come back at you with another tutorial about the marketplace as soon as I get it all finished up and tested. And hopefully we'll stay on track or close to getting this thing launched in the next several hours. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.